So hello and welcome back to the Big Lab podcast. This is episode 12 and today I am joined by Liam, also known as LSJ Fitness on Instagram.
Hello. Thanks for having me, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm doing really good. I'm pretty busy, non-stop. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad except for jacking my knee up on the weekend. First football game back. Stay tuned.
How's it doing? How's it holding up?
It is getting better, to be fair. It's more the swelling that is stopping the range of motion that I have in my leg. There's not so much pain at the moment, but it is easing up. So that's the main thing. Got a consultation on Wednesday next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's nothing too major.
Touch wood, eh? That's what I always do. I touch my foot.
So would you like to give yourself a little bit of an introduction about who you are and what you do for the people listening and watching?
Yeah, I am a YouTuber, online coach, videographer, all of those kind of things. Pretty much anything that is on social media, I do my best to have a finger in that pie. You know, I try my best to have a lot of branches to my business, but yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I just vlog my entire life. Instagram, I try my best with TikTok. I'm really trying.
It's a tough one to crack, isn't it?
It's just another extra kind of thing on top of everything, and you know, I'm doing my best and I'm getting better at it, but a long way to go with that. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Nice. Just going back to the TikTok stuff, I feel like I'm not too bothered about posting on TikTok because of now Reels are on Instagram. So I try and just keep it all in one place if I can.
I've seen some stuff as well about, because you know how some people make a TikTok and then they can post that TikTok on Reels and it just does ridiculously well because I would say not that many people actually properly use Reels. I'm really trying to. But apparently if it has like the watermark on it, you know, the TikTok kind of thing that buzzes around the screen.
Yeah.
Apparently if it has that, it's going to start dipping the content a little bit. Watch out for that. But it's just one of many rumors that you hear. So I don't know if it's legit or not. But
I mean, I guess there's an easy way around that. You just edit the video and then post it to each separately.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've started to do, kind of like cross-platform, if you like. You know, edit it on Final Cut or whatever, and then stick it on Reels and stick it on TikTok. But I found that if I stick the same video on both platforms at the same time, one gets thousands and one gets about a dozen views. So
it's a tough one to crack, isn't it? And to be fair, this is the topic of conversation today, which is broadly around the frustrations that we have with social media, because there are so many places that you can start. And I think, first of all, like you said, you're a content creator. I think the first place to start would be how much time you actually spend on social media, sort of in your average day.
What, in terms of screen time?
Yeah, just actually looking at it, not editing.
In terms of scrolling and stuff, nowhere near as much as I used to. But my screen time's a good 8 hours a day. It's at least sort of thing. But I consider a lot of that kind of, you know, networking and replying to comments, replying to messages and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I watch a video if I'm having a lunch break, I stick that up on my phone. All of that kind of counts for screen time. But in terms of how much I actually spend scrolling, to be honest, I think I'm all right with that now. You know, I really made a conscious effort a good few months ago, because when the whole thing happened about a year ago, I think everyone kind of just went into their little phone bubbles, you know.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm nowhere near as bad as I used to be, but screen time's still pretty high. So
I find mine is basically I work from home and I often find myself getting in like wormholes of videos, especially on TikTok, you know, where you just like get yourself in like a little flick.
I knew you were going to say TikTok. I actually called me and Charlotte, my girlfriend, I actually have a bit of a joke about that. We say, are you in a hole?
Yeah.
Because you try and climb out of this TikTok hole where you're just scrolling in between every single video.
So easy. Or even like on the Explore page on Instagram, I find myself just watching these random videos. Like every now and again, I don't know why. Have you ever seen those like epoxy resin videos where they make tables and stuff like that?
On like worktops and all that kind of stuff.
and
Yeah.
they're like pouring it in the molds and
Yeah,
everything.
and smoothing
I would
it. Yeah.
literally watch one for about 15 minutes, and then I'm like, I just spent 15 minutes
What
watching
did I just do with my
watching a
life?
table. And it's so easy to do though, and
Dead easy. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You've got to be really kind of aware of everything that you're doing.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're wasting hours of your life every single day when you could be doing something productive.
yeah. That's
So
it. Like I've noticed that I don't engage in people's content as much as I used to. Like I still engage in like the people that I speak to like regularly. Like the people
yeah,
that come up on my screen, I'll always engage with them, and anyone that sort of comments and stuff on mine, I'll reply back.
doing one back. Yeah.
But it's when you go like what you're supposed to do to grow, where you go into like the hashtags and comment and like on the post and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I fell out of that sort of loop, and
To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of that anyway.
yeah,
I'm not convinced that that actually works
it's a
because
bit fake as
like
well at times, I think.
yeah, it's just so forced, and the way to actually kind of grow. And
Yeah.
look at us here with humongous followings, or the experts talking. But
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
to kind of organically grow is just literally keep relentlessly posting. Just
Yeah,
doesn't matter what platform it is, what kind of content it is. If it's something that you think is half decent and you're happy with putting that out there, just bang it out there,
yeah.
throw enough shit and some of it will stick, sort of thing.
Hopefully.
Someone is bound to like
Yeah,
there's enough people out there that can view your content. There's millions of people on Instagram, millions and millions. God knows how many on YouTube. If you put enough out there, someone out there is going to like what you have to say. Granted, you're going to have plenty of people that don't like what you have to say as well, and you've got to deal with that. That kind of goes hand in hand, but it's going to be enough people that eventually you can build some kind of momentum. It takes
yeah,
a while.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, outside of your actual business, how much time do you spend editing content? Because you're quite relentless on the YouTube front. It's like what, like 3, 4 videos a week sometimes.
Yeah. Well, like what I was saying about a year ago when it first started, the whole COVID thing. I was doing 6, 7 a week, and because I would just wake up because I had the home gym.
Yeah,
Pretty much, I couldn't see my girlfriend. I couldn't do any of the stuff that I would usually do. Couldn't go to work, nothing like that. I was just at home, so I would wake up and I was like, right, I've got to do something with my day. I'd
yeah,
wake up, make a video, go downstairs, record in the gym, show my meal afterwards, edit it up, and upload it. And that would be my day for about. I didn't go outside for about the first 6 weeks of lockdown. It was a bit
jeez.
ridiculous, mate. I was a bit in my own little kind of bubble,
Yeah.
thinking that if I just stay inside, the sooner I stay inside, the sooner I can go back outside again.
So it's
Here
almost
we are a year later. But
like an
what was that, sorry?
obsession, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, well, I
almost.
would say it is kind of like an obsession, to be honest, because I feel like if I'm not creating the content, someone out there that is in the position that I want to be is going to be making that video, is going to
Yeah,
be doing that session. I know that sounds cliche and stuff, but if I'm not doing that work and I have the time on that day to do that work, someone else will be, and then I don't deserve it, if that makes sense. So I've been trying
yeah,
for all these years, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you don't deserve it because you're not doing that
yeah,
everything you can. That's just the kind of thing that I would tell myself. But in terms of hours, I couldn't put a number on it. To be honest, it's a bit ridiculous.
yeah.
It can completely consume my life. However, that's voluntary. I guarantee a Wednesday video and a Sunday video, and then anything else in between. Like I haven't missed a Wednesday or a Sunday for 5 years.
Bloody hell. That's some
Anything else in
going.
between, like it's been that kind of. I'm like, right, if I wanted to get there, to do it, make it, I've got to be that consistent sort of thing. That's what it takes.
Yeah,
And so I've never missed a Wednesday or a Sunday. And that is just the bare minimum of what I kind of expect of myself. So a video can take anywhere from, it can be as quick as 2 hours, but it can take as long as 21, 22 hours is the longest I've spent
jeez.
in a couple of stints on a video.
Bloody hell.
Um, depends on the kind of project and what it's about and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
If it's a big announcement video, I'll spend ages on it because it has to be right. If it was like my graduation day video, that took forever because I wasn't as experienced because it was a couple of years ago now. But yeah, just as long as it takes, to be honest.
See, and there's me trying to like get at least one a week up.
Yeah, but it's I would say that you're a lot better with the kind of Instagram carousel, the workout videos, whereas that's something that I feel like I really lack in. So it's just where you put your priorities, and I'm really trying to broaden those priorities out. If you like.
I am actually trying to move away a little bit from the carousel workouts. One, mainly because I'm basically most of the time just re-editing a workout that I've already posted, or a very similar one. Now, obviously, that post could reach different people. I know that. I'm just getting a bit bored of the same thing all the time, like posting the same sort of content. I can edit it pretty quick. I can do it in like half an hour, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to record it because I just want to get on with my workout today. And I am moving towards more sort of informational IGTVs. Now I know they don't.
I like those.
As many people. There's an interesting one coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned. Well, if you're listening or watching this now, it would have been posted last week, so go check it out.
All right. Okay. When's this going on?
This will be going out on Monday.
Monday, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So it'll be out Thursday the 8th. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just looking at my calendar and stuff on the screen and that, but yeah. Sorry. Carry on.
So I'm trying to move towards them because I think, although a workout video can help people, I think the informational videos can help more people in a better and different way. Because obviously, if you're struggling for workouts, then you can just take a quick scroll on my page. If you're looking for a workout, there's plenty of them there. Literally, like you were saying, when lockdown first started, I posted one every single day for about 70 days. And I'd edit them like throughout the day whilst I was working. Like every now and again, I'll have like 5 minutes and just edit it quickly, and then put my phone away, and then go back to it, and then it'll be ready to post. But yeah, I'm slowly moving away from them, and probably put more form videos up. I haven't put some of them up for a while, but
everything, mate. If you ask me.
Yeah, that's it. I want to get more YouTube videos up, but well, I did plan on starting doing a few more this weekend. Like I was looking at, like the things like army challenges and navy challenges. I wanted to do a few of them more to just see like how I'd actually doing them, not for just the content, but I might as well get the content while I'm there. And they seem to bang on YouTube.
I went past a running track the other day. I was just going for a walk, and there's one relatively nearby. I thought, I could do one of those army challenges. I'll have to buy myself a drone and go over the top of the like a proper 4-lane red kind of rubber, the spongy rubber proper stuff. Can't think of the proper name. Anyway, a proper track. So I was thinking that it would be quite a good thing for myself to do as well. To be honest, we might have to do that together, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Always up for that. I hate the word, but collaborating.
That's what it is at the end of the day. It's
just a bit cringe now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. That's social media, mate. That's what's done that.
Yeah, and the word influencer, I don't like that either.
I'm really not a fan of that, but then I suppose you can see why it gets called that, because what you say does influence, but
it's more influence to buy something using your discount code in it at the end of the day.
I suppose so. Yeah,
that's what it's more turned into be.
I suppose also they've got to be able to call it something. So
true.
I can't see the government putting on HMRC what your job title is. Like I can't see that happening. So they've got to call it something, I suppose. But I don't know.
Yeah, true. But we'll see where my knee's at and then go from there before we try and do some challenges.
Give it a bit of time, maybe give it a few weeks.
We'll see what the scan comes back like. But I think we should move on to like, what are your main frustrations with social media? Like we've just said there literally about the word collaboration and influencer, but what are your frustrations?
I mean, I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. Like I absolutely love like the fact that we're doing this. I wouldn't have in the nicest way possible, I wouldn't have a clue who you were if it wasn't for social media.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fact that we're here doing this podcast now, you can chat in the comments or drop someone a DM. You know, you can connect the UK to Australia to America to everywhere at the click of a button.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. However, it can come with its downsides. You know, people just can be not very nice. You know, that's probably something. People, the time it takes. You know, there's loads of things that you can kind of nitpick. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like I said a minute ago. It's a voluntary a voluntary thing. So it's kind of what you sign up for. You know.
Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. Like one of the main reasons I actually started this was to meet more like-minded people. Just like my friends are sort of into fitness, but they're not into like this side of like social media fitness side of thing. So I was just sort of branching out from there, and obviously like you say, you can meet people from all over the place. Like we both know Sam and Callan.
Yeah.
And I imagine, did you meet them through Body Power as well?
It kind of just happened, to be honest. I've seen them at Body Power and stuff, and I actually spoke to both of them a good few years ago, but neither of us knew who each other were. But then obviously later on, I think it was the year after, we kind of just connected and just stayed in touch all through social media. So it's just cool. Like it's just a really cool thing to
it's really good. Well, it's like every guest that I've had on the podcast so far, I wouldn't have known without social media.
Yeah, and that is really cool, if you ask me. It's the best part.
Yeah, definitely. But then I think my main frustration is, like we've said, we could literally be spending hours on editing content.
Yeah.
But then because of something called the Instagram algorithm.
Everyone's best, mate. Everyone
you post it and then it just doesn't reach anyone. And it's like I've just spent maybe 2 hours editing that post and it's reached about 300 people.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
It's the way of the beast, I'm afraid, mate. And you get all these people coming at you saying, "Oh, I know the secret," or this and this, buy my course, and I'm like, there's no secret. It's kind of right time, right place, and just keep going, keep posting. But yeah, everyone does like to blame the algorithm, whereas sometimes I think it is down to them, and sometimes you have to take a step back.
Yeah, sometimes
what you're posting. Of course, it can play a role 100%, but you know, maybe about 18 months ago, I just scrolling through my page on Instagram. I was like, yeah, okay, I really do need to up this a bit. You know, I need to put a lot more focus because I was so heavily YouTube based. I always have been. That's my love. You know, I absolutely love YouTube to bits. So that's always had my heart, my soul effort, if you like. I realized that I had to kind of, I don't know how to phrase it, kind of just step it up, you know, step up my game, level it up, sort of thing. And that has helped. But yeah, I don't know quite what to say on the algorithm front, to be honest, mate, because you can, I don't know, it's just a funny.
Well, obviously you've got to have good content to begin with. You can't sit there and complain if you're posting crap. But it's when you're posting something that's actually like of value or it's decent quality, and then
and especially when it's taking you so long.
Like, to be honest, it used to bother me a lot more than it does now. Like I'm at the moment, I'm not that fussed. Like it really doesn't bother me. Like I'm just posting it for enjoyment, or even if a post helps one person, then for me that's done its job. But I feel now the best way to get big on Instagram is to blow up on TikTok.
I've
that seems to be the way. Like,
because if you get just the sheer volume and the sheer reach that you can get on that, this is why I'm trying to put more emphasis on it. You know, because the people are like, oh, it's for kids, and it's like, well, yeah, I know, but you know, my business is online. I need to be reaching those people, sort of thing. I make my money from online. So, you know, one way or another, whether it's through a view of some sort, a collab of some sort with someone, or like a client that has come to me for a media kind of shoot through socials. You know, everything I make is from socials. So it would be just plain ignorant of me to ignore the power that TikTok kind of has, which is why I'm trying to really push it. But I'm doing my best with it anyway. But
But yeah, I think everyone seems to like TikTok more, and like I think I disagree as well with the fact that it's a kids app. It probably was at the start, but now I think it's pretty level playing field.
Yeah.
And because I think people have realized like the potential of the reach that you can get from it. Like you could post one video and it might get like 100 views. You could post the next video and it's got 100,000 or 1 million. Like I've seen accounts where they've literally just started and there's like 3 million views on a video that they've just posted. I'm like, what?
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, like how did this happen? But
Yeah.
then obviously there's a direct link on TikTok that you can press through to Instagram. So obviously if someone likes your TikTok content and they're going to click through and then potentially follow you from there as well, because obviously you can put longer content, you can put different content on Instagram, whereas you're pretty limited to what is it, 30 seconds or a minute now on TikTok? I think it's
60. Yeah.
Exactly, so obviously like Instagram has the carousel videos, you can put just plain photos with the caption, or you've got IGTV. And I think, like you said, I think like both of us probably need to put a bit more effort into TikTok.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if it's a case of posting on both platforms the exact same video.
Yeah, well, one thing that might work for you as well actually is when you get your monthly my protein box. Just get a quick snapshot, quick video before you pack everything away.
I've noticed you do that.
And then you can do a monthly haul, and then you've at least got one kind of in the bank, And then if you do a workout or something, I don't know.
We just need to find a way to crack it, don't we?
It's just trying to get the hang of it and get that balance, because if you can figure out a way to post things on multiple platforms, then it's a win, really, isn't it? So
yeah. Well,
even if it's cropping a YouTube video that's this wide into this wide.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can work.
Yeah, like you say, I use my monthly delivery from my protein as a YouTube video. So it's like one guaranteed YouTube video a month. I'm basically trying to aim for 2 a week now. One obviously being the podcast, that's a guaranteed one every single week. And then I try and get another one up if I can. Well, I was gonna, but like I said, my knee is pretty much
anything, mate. Some of those talk about that. Literally talk about that. I think that's one problem that people have is just they massively overthink everything. It's like, no one's going to want to see that. It's like, well, maybe not, but try. Or like if people think, I'm just sat around doing nothing all day, my life's boring. It's like, well, just show your day. It's literally, even if it is boring, say I've had a boring one today. I've not done much, but here's a video, sort of thing. You can just make something out of nothing sometimes if you play your cards right. But it's it's a tricky game. That's how I like to phrase it anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, I was tempted to potentially make a vlog out of going to get my knee checked out. It's just whether the doctor's happy with me taking a camera into his office.
Yeah, there is.
There's a few restrictions, but you can always ask the question. But
you could just do the day. The day I wake up, show you breakfast. I'm going to the doctor's today. When you
sitting at a desk for 8 hours.
Like I don't know, just anything. Literally, this is what I mean. Don't overthink it. Just kind of go with the flow. People say, Liam, I don't know where to start. I've made over 720 odd YouTube videos now, something daft like that. It's a bit ridiculous to be honest.
About 60.
But but that's 60 more than most people that think, I've not got anything to vlog, so I'm just not going to start. Just literally start. Don't ever think it. Like your first ones are going to be crap.
Oh yeah, they're still not the best.
What's that? Sorry,
mine still aren't the best, but they're better than they were.
I think you'll find if you take a look at my old ones, at the stage that you're at now, you're doing pretty damn well, mate. So I wouldn't worry too much. Just if you fancy a laugh after we're finished, go and watch some of my
I might have to.
my oldest videos. I'm just there like, so this is my home gym, and today I am going to show you what we've got here. We've got a barbell, And it's literally, I'm not even joking, that's how I was. But I thought at the time, oh, this is great, But then in a few years, you can look back and hopefully laugh about it at least.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill, I think, in itself, just speaking to a camera. It's so much harder than people think. Like, this is so much easier now. Like, if I was just to do a podcast on my own, like, it would be so much more sort of, like you were just saying, like robotic.
Yeah.
It's so much harder than people think speaking to a camera. And like, my brother will take the mick out of me sometimes. He'll be like, you speak so much different than you do in person sometimes on camera. And I'm just like, you genuinely don't realize how hard it actually is. Just
really
speak
hard.
like you normally do, and it's like, well, you think you are in your head.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and you're like, okay.
The problem is you have like this kind of conflict in your head, right? Where you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to sound too, I don't want to sound like I'm really going for it, like a kids' TV show presenter, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to sound like this.
Yeah.
You got to find that kind of middle ground and actually just relax and just talk like you normally would.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But
yeah, I think like if in your head you're speaking like a kids' TV presenter, it's going to come off like 25% less on the video anyway. So that's what you've got to sort of aim for.
I suppose so. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so.
I think another frustration that I have is, when there's, I don't know, like a big piece of news, like I noticed that over the whole coronavirus thing and the vaccine thing, the different of opinions on Instagram, well, mainly Instagram, but social media in general. Say if two people have different opinions, it's automatically like one's wrong and you can't have like a reasonable conversation. It's either I'm right or I'm right. It's like, just accept people have different views on something. Nobody's right or wrong. It's just natural. It's a natural thing.
Social media, people feel like they can, because it's on a keyboard, not actually speaking to someone face to face. You wouldn't say that to someone face to face. People just feel like they can do and say what they want, whether it's regardless of whether it's about a news story or how big someone's biceps are or whatever. I'm just trying to think of a fitness example, but it's people just literally sometimes say what they want, but nature of the beast, I suppose.
Yeah, it just frustrates me. It's like, we're grown adults. Two people can have separate opinions on anything. Just accept it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a big issue. Like, it's when people go, no, you're wrong because of this, this, and this, and it's like, well, that's just ridiculous. Like, just accept that people can have different opinions and like, have a debate or whatever, have a conversation, but there's no need to make it into like an aggressive argument.
To be honest, I do my best to just stay away from all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know we all do, but if anyone's ever, I don't tend to attract much of it because I don't tend to put much controversial stuff out there. I tend to keep certain things close to my chest, but no, I just try and keep my distance from it. To be honest, there's only so much you can do or say, but
yeah. Like I had not an issue, but like a few messages, towards the start of lockdown, when the gyms were still open, like actually before everything shut, like when the gyms were open, I actually got people messaging me saying, you should be at home. Like, do you not care about people and the spread of coronavirus? I'm like, hold on, like the gyms are open though. Like, I've not been told not to go. It's like, you do you and I'll do me. Like, just leave it at that.
On that note, April 12th, mate, you're buzzing.
Yeah, no leg day though. So just upper body sessions, get in.
You've got an excuse now, mate. You've actually got an excuse. The excuse everyone dreams of.
Exactly. No leg DOMs.
No leg DOMs. You'll be praying for them after a while.
I know. Well, the thing is, I'm going to probably have to do some sort of rehab, at least if I don't have an operation. So yeah, we'll just have to see how serious it actually is and then go from there, I guess. Hopefully it's just a case of a strain or something like that, and then I can do a bit of rehab and crack on. But
touch wood, like I say, mate.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it is what it is. Just upper body sessions, I guess. I'll find a way of doing some cardio. I think I'll just get on a ski erg, probably. Death machine.
Just anything that's kind of low impact, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if I'll be able to go on a bike or anything. I'll have to ask the consultant on Wednesday. But like I say, it is what it is, and we'll just take it as it comes.
I
No
think
point
you've
in getting
dealt with
down
it
with it.
pretty well, to be honest. Like, you could have dealt with it in a much worse
Oh
worse way. Like, I mean, we spoke on the day, didn't we, when you
yeah,
posted the story and that, and I just thought, oh shit, like, because
yeah,
it's not as bad as that or the ACL or anything, but I've not long had a knee kind of issue
yeah,
myself, and it's taken a good few months to kind of get back even to remotely normal sort of thing.
yeah.
So I know how you feel, but I think you've probably dealt with it initially in a better way than me. I was just like,
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I've been here before, so
yeah,
it's the same knee that I did my ACL in just over 2 years ago, and I think I was out of football for about 10 weeks, and it was a little bit soul destroying turning up every week just to watch. Like I hate going to watch.
not bad. 10 weeks for an ACL.
I'm basically hard as nails, I think is what they said.
ACL, mate, don't need one.
Yeah, no, so basically what happened was, um it all happened within about a week of me doing it. So I went and got my consultation. I got a scan 2 days later, and then a week after, I got my results back. So uh, on the assessment, I basically got like the doctor had like a feel around, check where the ligaments were, see if they were still attached and stuff. And he was like, "You seem pretty all right." And I was like, "Sound." Went for an MRI. The week after, came back, and he just said like, "Oh, how's it been this week?" And I said, "Yeah, it's been absolutely fine. I'm basically walking normal again." And he just looked at me and just like, "What?" I was like, "Oh dear, what's coming next?" And he went, "Well, you've completely torn your ACL." And I was like, "Oh,
All right.
okay."
And
And
you were walking fine,
near enough, a little bit of pain, but yeah, pretty much walking
but
fine.
nothing that would make you go, I've torn my ACL.
Not really. It just felt like a bit of a sore knee. And he said he looked at the scan. He said basically what's happened is because you've got so much hamstring muscle, that's basically compensating for you not having an ACL.
Right.
He said if that wasn't there, you'd be absolutely goosed and you'd need an operation right away. And I said, well, what's the crack then? And he said, well, it's up to you. You can either get your operation or you can go for a bit of rehab and hopefully your knee is strong enough to cope without it. So I was like, going for that second option, thanks.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
unfortunately, at the time, I was working between two jobs, so I didn't know when I was going to be finishing work, and didn't really have the time to book in like rehab sessions after work. So basically, I did my own rehab through YouTube and Googling and like doing
Yeah.
loads of research of like exercises, like rehab exercises.
Just the best kind of, yeah.
And then yeah, I was fine. Played footy again. I had like one little issue where it sort of twisted a little bit, but then since that it's been pretty much all right. And then yeah, at the weekend, 4 months of not playing football. We had training on the Wednesday, and then Saturday we had an interclub friendly, and the ball literally bounced up, went for a header. No one near me, just landed awkwardly, and yeah, heard a big crunch,
Oh, wow.
which was the same noise as I heard when I did my ACL. It was like a big, horrible, like crunching, grinding noise in my knee. It's minging, and it just made me feel like sick straight away. But yeah,
Physically or just because of the
yeah, no,
noise?
yeah, like physically sick. Yeah, like I stood up to them, like hobble off the pitch, and I nearly blacked out halfway across it to just stop and steady myself. And I was like, right, I'm okay now. And then yeah, but yeah, I've had loads of messages off the footy lads saying like if you need a chat or anything. I'm like, honestly, I'm actually fine. I'm
Yeah,
like I've
Well,
already
I
mentally
think about
prepared,
it.
like to have, like I'm mentally prepared if they turn around and say, right, you've got to have an operation. I think I'm pretty mentally prepared for the fact that I won't be kicking a ball for about 9 to 12 months.
So how long the recovery is?
Potentially, yeah. Like, look at Virgil van Dijk. He did his in September, was it? And well, obviously, like he's a world class athlete, and I think he's only started kicking a ball about 2 weeks ago. So that's what 6 months for him.
Like gold standard, top tier physio,
Yeah.
recovery work, anything that you can possibly dream of.
Yeah.
No funds, no problem with funds, nothing like that.
Exactly.
You know, nothing like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to pay £40 for this hour of physio sort of thing.
Well,
no worry on that.
Luckily with work, I've got Bupa, so I'm pretty much getting fast tracked. Like, cause if I was going through the NHS, there was another lad who played footy, like I play footy with. He had a slight tear in his PCL, like last year, and his whole thing, like just going for scans, took over a year. Whereas I'm seeing a consultant within a week, and then I'll probably have a scan again within a week, maybe days even. So like I said before, like when I had my ACL, that was all solved within about 10 days.
Through the same process.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
wow.
basically,
that's the job, mate?
Yeah, get a call from a physio, then you go to a consultant, then they recommend you go for a scan, and then you get the results, and then it's sort of what happens from there. Then, but yeah, quite lucky that I've got that free work. It's only about 20 quid a month, so it's well worth having.
I was going to say, all things considered, that's not too bad, really.
Yeah.
You know, I know. Granted,
yeah, I'd rather not have it.
You know, but yeah, it's a good way to feel like you can actually do something about it, I suppose, mentally. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes and then go from there, basically. But yeah, big tangent.
Streamer content for you. Rehab.
Well, yeah, this is it. Like when I did my ACL, I started using, those booty band things to help me get some resistance against my knees, basically pushing outwards. And then that's how I ended up working with BND and going down to that event with that GraceFit UK. No longer working with them anymore, but
I'm going to say we know how that turned out for you.
Yeah, that's my most popular YouTube video as well.
Oh yeah, everyone loves a drama, mate.
Yeah, but yeah, I got a big following from all that stuff. So I mean, that wasn't the aim, but yeah, can't complain.
Bit of momentum, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just goose me knee, so I get some followers.
Anyone will think you're doing it on purpose, mate.
Oh no, bloody hell!
Just wants a few more likes. He's done his ACL on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know which one I've done this time, but yeah.
Well, I hope it goes well anyway, mate.
Nice one.
Well.
That was a rather large tangent away from the topic.
Well, I think if we were speaking about it the other day, we haven't actually had a proper chat about it. So anyway, back to it.
Back to it. What do you wish that you could improve about social media?
Okay.
I've stumped him.
Yeah, if you have, to be honest, because like I say, I really like it. So it's difficult for me to kind of fault it. Obviously, it has its negatives. I would probably say just some kind of policing for, not policing, that's the wrong word, but just if someone's throwing hate or throwing shade at someone, some form of kind of monitoring for that, maybe
some sort of consequence for it.
Yeah. I think in a few years there will be some kind of law, in terms of if you just say what you want from an account that's got no pictures or anything like that, you've made this account to intentionally go out of your way and try and offend someone or whatever. I think there will be in a few years something for that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. Put me on the spot there. But what about you?
I don't know.
Yes, it's a difficult question, isn't it?
It is a difficult one. I think, I don't know. I don't want to go back to the algorithm thing, but something that just makes it not easier for people to grow on it, but not to be not have so many sort of pigeonholes that you've got to sort of tick to actually have a video or post go not viral, but actually reach people. Because there's times where I've got just over 5,000 followers. There'll be times where my post maybe hits tops 500 people, and I'm just like, why?
Ooh. Yeah.
Whereas last summer,
you can do about it.
Last summer when I was posting the workouts on my garden, some of them were reaching 80,000 people. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Everyone was on their phones. Everyone was looking for it. See, that was the thing at the time, especially because I think you really capitalized on that. You were really good with it. You know, like you can find something that people are really searching for that is kind of hot topic. And it will do a little bit better. I think social media requires short-term success on a regular basis, because it's one in a thousand things that kind of get, obviously videos kind of go up over time anyway, just depending on what it is. But you know, it's more often than not the stuff that you don't expect. One of my highest viewed video on YouTube is absolute pants, mate. It's rubbish. You know, but I'm benching 100 kilos for the first time, and lots of people aspire to kind of do that sort of thing. I mean, it was a big deal to me at the time, and I said that in the video. And clearly people have just kind of latched onto that and related to it, because 100 kilos to lots of people is bugger all, but 100 kilo to even more people is a hell of a lot of weight. You know, they would look at 2 plates. It's one thing that I always used to think when I was a kid. You know, I would always picture someone benching with 2 plates aside, just going like this. And so it was something that I always wanted to do. I wouldn't even count it as a lift now. If I look at it, you know, the form and everything like that, I wouldn't count it. But you know, it worked. And
doing it for reps now instead.
But I thought no one was going to care because it was such a crap video. I really wasn't happy with the video, but it's actually my best performing in terms of views anyway. But
it's like I said, like about that BND one, like it still gets at least, I think it still averages about 50 to 100 views every day. I'm just like, I posted this in August last year, and it's literally me sitting at my like kitchen table, like just chatting with mum. Like, but I expected it to get views just because of what it was and the situation that was happening. But like, for it to still be getting views, it's ridiculous. I haven't had a video get close to it. I think my next highest video is about 600 views, and this one's at 12,000 or something, which isn't probably a lot compared to some of your videos. But like, I was like,
no, it's just, especially if I was in that. How many have you done? Like 60, did you say?
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, that's I was nowhere near that at the time. Nowhere near. I made about 300-400 before I even got any kind of traction, any kind of at all. You know, I was getting bugger all. But granted, look back again and you'll see why, because they are shite. But you know, it's all good now. We're getting the hang of it slowly but surely. So
the goal is to hit that 1,000 subs in the 4,000 watch hours.
Oh yeah,
that's the one.
For the monetization, I won't worry about that, mate.
No, I'm not. Obviously, like it's a little target, but I'm not.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of hit it because it's a nice milestone, and it's kind of what is expected, if you like. But unless you're doing, you know, unless you're like Matt does fitness, earning getting millions.
You're getting like pennies.
You're never gonna live off of YouTube. No. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm doing okay now, and it, like, you know, it pays for some shopping, but like that's about it, or
a bit of extra change
or whatever, you know, like something like that. But it's not. I'm not living off it. You know, if I was just living off that, I'd be
skint.
Great. You know, so I won't worry too much about it, because the chances are you'll get pennies when it actually starts. So
exactly.
But it'll be a nice kind of little milestone.
Yeah. No, it'd be good. But I think one for me, you're not going to like this one, and it like improvement for social media. I think it is so hard to tell people's height on social media. I think it needs to be a requirement in people's bios.
What do you mean though? In a bio?
Yeah. That's why I said you wouldn't like it.
I am short. Thank you very much. See you later. No, it's you put me next to someone. See, that's the thing. I'm okay with the people that I tend to film with. I'm all right because they're not massive either. Whereas if I stood next to you, I'd just be like,
stay tuned for the British Nate challenge. The army challenge.
Let us know in the comments how soon do you want to see it. We'll just stand next to each other for the crack, mate.
Well, have you seen the photo of me, Sam, and Callan that we had at Body Power? The height difference is.
You're in the middle, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even like stood up properly.
No, you're
rather tall.
You're a pretty big lad.
Some would say.
Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should name a podcast after that or something.
Probably, yeah. It'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Got a nice little ring to it.
It does a little bit.
But no, I completely agree. It can be really
so hard
to actually tell. A few people that I've met in person, I've been quite shocked, to be honest. Like, going back to Matt again, I met Matt and I thought Matt would be actually taller.
Yeah.
I think he's just over 6 foot, which is still pretty tall to me, but like,
yeah, it's not like huge.
You would look down on him, sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's a weird one. It's really weird. But
it's like I met Steve Cook at the Gymshark event in Manchester, and I wouldn't say I make him look tiny because he's a big bloke, but I out angled him and I was like, yes. And like obviously I'm a couple of inches higher.
Well, yeah.
And I even met him when it was like a little, I wouldn't say a fanboy moment, but he just went, "You're a big lad." I was like, yes.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Yes, I am.
I get that all the time.
But yeah, like it'd just be nice to actually see in someone's bio, right, I am this tall, because like you say, like I went to one of the My Protein events, like before I was even with My Protein, the one in Manchester again. And like I didn't know these people, but like I followed them on Instagram, like anyway. And then I met them in person. I was like, wow, you are actually really small. like you look like
to be honest, mate, a lot of the fitness industry is small.
Yeah.
You know, top bodybuilders, Phil Heath, he's only a few centimeters bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, if that, I think, you know, you got all the 212 guys, they're all my height sort of thing, but 212 pounds of solid muscle. And all of the top guys, they're only 6 foot. I say only, like, you know, it's a few inches taller than me, but only 6 foot.
Yeah.
You know, Dorian Yates and all of them back in the day was still only just above 6 foot, I think.
Yeah, Christian Guzman's not that tall either. He's only about 5'10".
No, I think he says he's 5'11", but
he's definitely not. He's 100% not.
Because
I saw him at Body Power.
I mean, he's taller than me. Yeah,
he's definitely lying though.
Definitely what?
He's definitely lying about his height, because there's no way he's 5'11".
I think most guys do. I mean, I kind of go with because I accepted the fact that I was going to be a little fella when I was very young. So I've had a lot of time to kind of get used to it. Whereas I think if you're a lad and you're not quite 6 foot, that's where you claim to be 6 foot.
Yeah.
Whereas I just kind of leave it, you know, I'm like 170 centimeters. I'm like, I'll just leave it there.
See, nobody knows what 170 is, are they, unless they put it in
it's like,
is it what, 5'6", 5'7"?
Like that.
Yeah.
I actually don't know properly in feet. That's why I say centimeters.
I think if you said 170 to someone as well, they'd just be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no, yeah, nice, yeah, cool.
I think
I'm one height, but
I think I'm 194.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
If I was that close, I'd want to be 200.
No, 200's like 6.
That would just be inconvenient, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like 6'4" is like a nice height. Like, obviously it's tall, but like it's not too tall.
Charlotte's brother is Charlotte, my girlfriend's brother, little brother, I should say. He's only about a year, 18 months younger than us, but he's I think 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
He's like really broad as well, you know. I stand next to him all the time. I'm just like, yeah, hi Jess. How's it going? So it's funny. Yeah. Charlotte's got a really tall family as well. Like Charlotte's actually, we were the same height. She's taller than me now, actually. Which is a problem for some people.
Especially in heels.
Hey,
especially in heels.
Not my style heels, too, guys. Luckily for me, no, she's got quite a tall family. Her mum's really tall, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite funny when I nip round theirs in non-COVID times, and and I'm just there and looking up at everybody in the room. You know, is what it is. Like I say, you are accepted at a young age when you're a little.
No, but like we were saying, like, it's so easy to, I think, manipulate your height on it, like make yourself look taller.
You can literally change angles and stuff.
Like I've seen girls that I thought were like 5'10", and like then they've posted like somewhere else and they're like 5'5", and I'm just like, you literally looked like 5'10's obviously quite tall for a girl. I was like, you are definitely not that tall.
You can be anything you want on social media, mate.
Definitely, except for beat the algorithm.
Nearly anything. You can do nearly anything.
But moving more onto your business, like what's it like now having a media business on
Awesome.
Like a media business on social media, but like also having your own social media?
It's a lot more time consuming.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I almost see it in a way where I'm now getting paid for the stuff that I was doing already, if you like,
Yeah.
because I was kind of doing people favors here and there, editing a video, and it would still take me just as long. And I kind of just got to the point where I was like, no, this if I can wake up every day and make a video, I'm a happy guy.
Yeah.
Like I got up this morning and I was like, right, challenge for the morning. I'm going to make a morning routine for the whole my protein thing they're doing. I was like, right, that's my job for this morning, sort of thing. Right, okay, I can get up and I can do this angle, I can do that angle, then I'll piece it all together. I'll put the music here, I'll say that there. Like I love that.
Yeah.
So if I can wake up every day and make a video, whether it's for me or for a client or whatever, I don't care. I just want to make a video. I just want to do something that stimulates the mind and gets me going. I know that sounds daft, but that's like, I love it, mate. I really, really love it.
Yeah.
So I sacrifice sleep for it, sort of thing, and I don't mind. I know that sounds a bit mental, but it's pretty cool though, like, because I can now kind of say that I can say that I'm doing that now. I'm waking up and making a video every day, whether it's a video for my channel or not, irrelevant, but I'm waking up and I'm creating something every day, and that's how I'm earning my pennies. And that's what I've wanted for years, and I'm doing that in this flat now. It's just an extra kind of bonus sort of thing. It's very time consuming, but it's really cool. Really cool.
So I guess you've just answered my second question, which was going to be like, does it take the edge off actually wanting to edit your own content? But I think you've just covered that one.
No, because it kind of breaks it up. Like it kind of, because sometimes if I'm doing a really difficult project, like one thing I can't actually say too much about it because it's a confidential project, if you like. Like I'm not allowed to post a lot of the stuff I actually make. I'm not allowed to post on the media page because it's for businesses, so it's not my content, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I make it, but it's not my video, if you know what I mean. Like I'm making it for them, but it's an unreleased product or something like that, and so I can't do or say anything about it. I can't even post a story about it. So that's quite frustrating actually, because I wish that I could put a lot more of the content that I actually produce on the page.
Almost make it like a portfolio sort of thing.
Yeah, but then obviously you want to only post your best work for starters, but I like to think that everything that I make is decent. So it's just, that's probably the most frustrating part actually, to be fair, not being able to post everything, but it's just the way it is. What are you going to do? I'm making a video every day, so like I say, I'm a happy guy. That's
as long as the people that you're making it for give you the sort of credit and
well,
things like that.
It depends on kind of where it gets posted and all that kind of stuff. If they're like, one thing that I did last week, it was for a guy so that he could use it in a presentation. So obviously he's not going to be like, oh, Liam made this in that presentation, it's a business pitch sort of thing. So I can't complain too much about that. But
should put your own little outro at the end.
Yeah, I have. That is one thing that I want to do actually, is kind of incorporate. I have my own little LSJ kind of emblem anyway, that I've used for a long time. But what I would quite like is to get that animated. It's not something that I actually know how to do myself, so I'll have to outsource this. But
I know someone that does that actually.
Put me in touch with them, mate.
I spoke to someone before about potentially doing it for my podcast, but I managed to do something pretty basic. And at the time, I was like, I'm only just starting this podcast, and how many people are going to get to the end of watching one of these YouTube videos? Like, is it going to be worth even having? And I was like, I decided I'll just go with what I made.
Hopefully everyone watching will get to the end of this one, because this is probably going to be the best one ever.
I'd say so. It's got a lot of value in it.
To be fair, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing okay.
Too shabby.
Because this is my first one as well. Actually, I've never done a podcast.
Oh, have you not?
No. I've watched them, listened to them, all that kind of stuff, but I've never actually done one. Like in the sense of spoken on one, you know.
Yeah, I'd not done one before starting this, so
yeah, that's good. I like that. I respect that you took the jump, you know.
Well, the reason why I started it was because last year I was gonna like meet up with a load of people and do like vlogs for YouTube and workouts and this, that, and the other, and see how other people work out. But obviously the Rona messed that one up.
And that went on the ban. Yeah.
And I was like and ahhing over it for a while, and I just thought, I was like, I'm bored. I'm just going to do one. And to be fair, I look forward to it every week because it gives me a chance to actually speak to someone like that's not in my house or anything like that. But that sounds proper sad. But like, just
I know what you mean.
speak to someone new and different about an actual topic that I want to speak about. And sort of it's plugging that gap of not being able to meet up with people at the moment. Like, I think my plan for the future is going to be actually still meeting up and doing a vlog with people, but then also sitting down and doing like a podcast, like face to face sort of thing. Yeah. So I've got basically
you might need a bit more gear than the average kind of thing. I know there is actually, because I don't know what it is, but Rob Lipsit spoke in a video the other day and was like, "Will you ever have a podcast?" and all that. He was like, "Yeah." But he bought all the stuff, and there was specific travel stuff that you can literally just shove in a backpack, you know.
All right, okay.
I don't know what it's called, but maybe look into that. That would probably be, if that's what you're kind of thinking of doing.
I've got a mic already, and I know that I can get an adapter to plug into my camera, so I can actually. I think my plan is to just record it from the camera and then take the audio and then put that into like it's a website I use called Anchor, which then puts it out to Apple, Google, Spotify, and then obviously just use the video like I'm using now. I'm using Zoom, just record it, but instead of recording a Zoom, I'll just record it on my camera. That's my idea. Hopefully I can work it out.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
But it's 2 pieces of content then as well. So it's like a workout vlog and then a podcast as well. So
you do that once a week. There's your 2 videos that you said you wanted.
Exactly. And then anything extra is a bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Stay tuned, everyone.
Like if you want to see more.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that bit in a sec in the outro.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to say? Do you want to plug your social media before we wrap up where we can find you?
Yeah, you can find my Instagram, LSJ_Fitness. YouTube is LSJ TV. My business page that we were just speaking about a minute ago, that's Media by LSJ. And I was going to plug the TikTok. There's not much point, is there? Yeah, just search LSJ on pretty much any platform, see what comes up. Let me know, because I've never actually just searched LSJ. It would be good to know if I come up. Yeah, or if you have to have the TV or the fitness or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I've never done that myself because I've got a pretty basic Instagram name.
Yeah, well, I think I would like, if I'm honest, to just have at LSJ, just at LSJ.
Yeah,
that's one day I would love to have that.
But take the plunge, get it done.
Someone, no pictures, 30 or something like that. Oh my god, just give me the name.
So annoying. Like my Twitter name is GW_fit96 because someone else has got the GW_fit, and it was just like, oh.
I think, like, you know, I've got all of my nieces and nephews and all that kind of stuff. They're only young, sort of. The eldest is 11, I think, and she knows more about TikTok than me. But you know, people like her, you know, what the hell are their usernames going to be? Like, going to have 98674 on the end and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, like, usernames are going to start running out, aren't they?
It's going to be difficult, yeah, because there's going to be nothing left. But there was a phase, I think, when we were a bit younger. Everyone put 360 at the end, and all of this kind of stuff, you know,
date of birth and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, date of birth kind of makes sense because what else do you do?
Sure.
Part of your identity, if you like.
Yeah.
No, I think they'll just start putting random numbers and dashes at the end and all that kind of stuff.
Underscore.
Yeah, it'll be interesting in a few years to see what people's usernames are like.
Yeah. I think we'll wrap up there. It's been a decent length podcast, and hopefully people have got a lot of value out of it.
Hopefully.
I think they will have. If not, I apologize.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. See you next time.
But if you are watching on YouTube, I'll put all the links that Liam's just mentioned there in the bio below. And we are going to do this. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
See you in a bit.